By the time. Let's understand this conjunction in details. Meaning of by the time. By the time is a phrase used to talk about something that has happened or will happen before a particular moment. It shows a relationship between two events, one is completed or nearly completed before the other one starts. Here's a breakdown of how, by the time, is used in different tenses. Read this carefully. Let's understand, by the time, with example situations. The robbers entered the shop with a weapon. They started robbing the shop. The security guard called the police immediately. However, the police arrived 1 hour late. But the robber had left the shop. Looking at the situation, we can say that by the time the police arrived, the robber had already left the shop. Let's take other situation. Somebody knocked on the door of Kunal. But Kunal is in the bathroom and taking a shower. When he finishes his shower, gets ready and opens the door. He finds nobody at the door. We can say that by the time he finished his shower and opened the door, the person had already gone. Fire broke out on the ground floor of the tall building. When the fire brigade arrived, the fire spread to the second floor. Looking at the situation, we can say that by the time the fire brigade arrived, the fire had already spread to the second floor. John forgot to take his wallet while leaving for the supermarket. He did some shopping there and placed everything in his basket. However, when he reached the billing counter, he couldn't find his wallet. Looking at the situation, we can say that by the time he finished his shopping, he realized that he had forgotten his wallet at home. I hope you understood the use of by the time in the past tense. Let's see its usage in future tense. Tanya is a tourist. She loves traveling. She has traveled 24 countries so far. She is just 27 years old. She wants to visit all the countries before her 40th birthday. We can say that by the time she turns 40, she will have traveled the world. Rahul received a phone call from the guest saying they would visit his home in an hour. But his house was untidy and messy, and it would take him 30 minutes to clean it. We can say that he has enough time to clean the house before the arrival of guests. By the time the guest arrives, he will have cleaned the house. A man and his wife went to the garage to get their car repaired. The mechanic informed them that it would take 1 hour to fix the car. Since there was a theater nearby, the couple decided to watch a movie while waiting. The movie had a runtime of 3 hours. Looking at the situation, we can say that by the time the movie is over, the car will be repaired at the garage. A boy is standing outside his house, looking up at the dark clouds gathering in the sky. It looks like it is going to rain any moment. But he has no choice. He has to walk to school, and it usually takes him around 30 minutes. Looking at the situation, we can say that by the time he reaches the school, it will have rain and he will be completely soaked. I hope you understood the use of by the time in future tense. A few more examples for practice.